All right, here we have MarcellusCoalition.org. I want to revisit this .org title that we have here. Um, the way that you get these, and this is just a simple Google search, tips for creating a nonprofit website. See here, the purpose of most nonprofit, non-governmental organizations is to raise funds in support of a cause, encourage volunteerism, and educate the public in a specific topic. If these are your goals as well, follow the design guidelines and so on and so forth. And so when we're looking at these .orgs, they're going to be like nonprofits, but in this case, my Marcellus Shale Coalition, if you look here and you say, well, who is this Marcellus Shale Coalition? They are more than likely going to be biased for the natural gas companies. And if you see here, starting with, we provide in-depth information to policymakers, regulators, media, and other public stakeholders on the positive impacts responsible natural gas production is having on families, businesses, and communities across the region. Well, that kind of sums it up there. Their focus is the positive impacts. And so, if I were to go to my fact sheets here, let's check out your library, right? And as I check on my fact sheets, there's 10 fast facts about shale development. That's from April 15th of 2014, and I see these fast facts, and it says $1 billion+ has been invested by PA's shale industry, road infrastructure. They're quoting themselves here in this particular one. The PA Department of Revenue is quoted, USA Today is quoted, and then they come back and quote themselves again as a source. And so I question the validity of a website quoting themselves, because they have obviously some sort of interest in this situation, or this issue, if you will. And so that would definitely raise a red flag in my mind. Now if I go back here, my Ohio incentives, what do they have to say? Well, there's another fact sheet from them. And so as these fact sheets are coming out, you see they do have some sources, some citations here from their sources, but I would have to follow up with those to see what their take is on that, if they really are valid or not. And so this website here, this Marcellus Shale Coalition, would be very pro-Marcellus Shale. And if we click on this one here, once again a .org, and it's Marcellus Shale Earth First. And that's their website. No drilling, no compromise. And so what they are looking at here is, if you go to About Them, who are you all about? It's a regional network of Earth Firsters, united in the struggle to stop fracking. Very committed to a no-compromise approach to end drilling everywhere. Scroll down. So, if you see here, this is very anti Marcellus Shale. So I'd be very, very careful with my sources here, citing something from this website. If you notice, there's a hint of anger here. See, you got this guy, anti-protester, being taken away. They're blocking things off here, blocking the road off. One thing that really stood out with me is the donate. On the donate here, they have material donations to be sent to, and if you notice, look what they're asking for. They want Zeppelins? Wow. Radios, cell phones, gas cards, cars themselves. And so they're clearly trying to rally people here to get this Marcellus Shale stopped as soon as possible. The last website that I'd like to kind of investigate here is Energy from Shale. And so as the title implies, you're getting energy from shale, and that leads me to believe that if they're promoting this, then they're for this. And so what I'm going to do here is, it says the good news about fracking. I'm a little apprehensive. I think this might be somewhat biased, and this could be why. Let me share with you why. So I go to our state of PA. Fracking, good news for Pennsylvania. Well, that's clearly a biased statement. And so what I'll do here is, as you start scrolling through, you say, where are you getting these numbers from? See, there's a little superscript here. And these facts, superscript, superscript, superscript. And I'm saying, all right, let's check it out. So what I'll do is I'll scroll down here to the bottom. And I say, well, where's your first source from? Energy Tomorrow. Energy Tomorrow? Well, who are you? You know, if they're citing you, you must have some credibility. And if you notice here, it says the American Petroleum Institute is the only national trade association representing all facets of the oil and natural gas industry, which supports 9.8 million U.S. jobs and 8% of the U.S. economy. Well, right there, it tells me that they're going to have the natural gas companies in mind. That's who they're for, if you will. And so that more than likely is going to be a biased site, without me diving into it too much. And let's see this one here, EIA. Well, this is a good one. EIA.gov, it's a government site, and so that should be fairly legitimate. Okay, so that's a good one. Next we come to economic impacts. So I click on this one, economic impacts from the American Petroleum Institute. That's clearly going to be a pro-oil and natural gas source. So I'll be a little apprehensive of that one. Once again, EIA.gov. So that's a good one right there, because it's the energy website from America. And the last one here, my Pennsylvania fracking, I can tell you right now, this one, that I would really strongly question the validity. It does have a current copyright date, but the only information you have is to follow them on Twitter. This is the home page, and so you see there's nothing, no sources, economic opportunity. So what I'm seeing here is, for this particular website, I myself am trying to keep my biases out of it, but I would really question that these 5 sources, you know, coming from a very pro-gas industry, I question, you know, the validity of some of these claims. So in my mind, I would say I'd be apprehensive about this site. Engage it for what it's worth. Today we're going to look at how to evaluate a website's credibility. What we're going to see here is we're trying to find